All right, so you've got your designs, right? And they're looking good, and you're feeling like they're ready to turn in, but we need to put them on the same page. So we've got two designs here, and I've made them so they're pretty close to the same size. They're a couple pixels off, but they're about the same size. Now, what we need to do is, first of all, figure out how big they are. So if you come to your image menu and image size, you can see that it pulls up this menu here. Now there's all this stuff down here. It's about 6 inches wide, 4 inches, 4.5 tall, 72. But really, pixels is what I care about, because that, I don't know, that seems to work better to keep track of things. So 440 pixels wide by 330 pixels high, and then just cancel, because we don't actually want to change anything. We just wanted to see that. Same with this one here. About 440 pixels wide by about 330 pixels high. So they're very close, not exactly the same, but close enough for me. So 440 is by 330 is sort of what I want to pay attention to, and the reason for that is I want to come in and I want to open a new document. And look at that, it saved it for us. So if we know that it's about 440 wide, I want to put, let's just say 50 pixels around it, give or take. So I'm going to go, let's say just 550. So that puts 50 on each side, about an extra 100 there. And here, if it's 330 high, right, so here to here, and we have two of them, then we know that that's about 660. So I'm just going to go kind of crazy and put 900. Now, this isn't precise or accurate in any way. What it is, though, is I know it is large enough to carry the two images, and I know that by putting that extra space. It also is going to give me a little bit of extra room to put a label on it too. So we hit OK, and it opens up here. Now I'm going to come up to the View menu, and I'm going to go to Rulers. And the reason for that is I want to be able to sort of use my guides a little bit and pull those in. And if you just grab on the edge here and drag it across, I don't know, let's just stick that one in there. Now it's, again, at this point we're not worried about precision, we're sort of just worried about making sure this is big enough and we've got something to line these images up on. So what I'm going to do at this point is do a Control A, or an Apple A, Command A on an Apple, but Control A, Control C to copy, and I'm going to Control V to paste it in there. Okay. Second one, same thing. Control A, Control C, Control V. Now you see on the Layers menu, those are kind of lined up nicely over there, stacked on top of each other, which is not what we want to do. So I'm going to come up here to this tool here, the Move tool, just or you can hit the letter V, and you can grab it, and you'll see that it snaps to that guide pretty nicely, and it should be under View as well, under Snap. There you go. You can always see Snap to Guides. So as long as Snap is on, it should be good. Now I'm going to select Layer 1, and I'm going to come in here. I'm going to have it snap to that guide as well. I'm going to sort of space it out so it looks good. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Okay, so now at this point, you can come in with your label, and let's get down there. Oops, what are you doing? Oh, I guess I'm just lagging a little bit. Okay. Actually, you know what? I want to get that closer. There we go. Okay, so now the label there. And just stick that in there. Keep the text small, right? You don't want it to be too big. Oops. I want it to be black, though. Donaldson. Week, whatever. Assignment, whatever. And then the date. And then from there you can go away from the text a little bit to drag it, and then you see how it snaps to the guides there. Zoom out so we can see what we're doing here. And from this point, I would say you can come in and go to, what is it, Layer, Merge Down. Actually, if you go to the Layers menu and select all of them, and then Layer, Flatten Image, you get it there, and then you Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, you're ready to crop now. Just grab the crop tool over here. Now that it's been flattened, I think it's just sort of um, easier to sort of do it, work with it. You can come in and I don't know, gonna bring it in just a little bit maybe there. I use my arrow keys to line it up a little bit better. See if I can get it centered. Bring that bottom up just so there's a bit of an edge on the bottom, but not too much. And there you go. And then let's get rid of the rulers. And get rid of the guides. Where are you? There we go. So this is going to be what we're looking at. This will be our final design ready to turn in once it gets saved. And it looks nice and clean. The images are stacked on top of each other. There's enough of a margin around it to keep the images from bumping into each other. But really, that's the goal. Like, you want to take, these sort of images that are floating in space on their own, put them together, and present them in sort of a clean and professional manner. So, we start with this and this, and we end up with that there. And this is what we're looking for in class. So then just save it, make sure that it's named properly, and you should be good.